A lot of people have been asking me about the feather on the cover of my book. So I wanted to share my feather testimony with you. Um, about 8, 9 years ago, I came back from a cruise with friends of mine, and my daughter was visiting her father for Christmas. And I woke up that morning, it was on Christmas morning, and I said to my mother, Yo, I feel like nowhere, absolutely nowhere. And in Afrikaans, it means nærens. So I felt absolutely nowhere. I was so down. I don't know what was wrong with me. But any case, we went to church that morning and we were busy praying, and my mom was sitting next to me. And while we were sitting in church, as we opened our eyes in the big, big, massive church, thousands of people in this church, I saw this white feather on my foot. And I looked at my mom and I said, Where did this feather come from? I could not understand. Um, but at the back of my mind, I knew God was trying to say something to me. So I left it, but I can just, if I close my eyes, I just see that white feather on my foot. And left it there, went home. The next morning, my daughter came back from her father, visiting her father, and my stepmom bought my daughter a gift for Christmas. So it was a little notebook, and on that notebook, as she opened it up and she started reading it, I froze. Because on that book it said, somewhere out of nowhere, a feather came and swooped and sat on my foot. It was in Afrikaans, so I'm just trying to translate it into English now. And it said, even nowhere has got an angel. And when I heard that, I was just goosebumps all over. And I knew God wanted to say something to me, that He heard me, and that even though I felt nowhere, that He is always, always there for me. And I promise you, since that day, I have picked up a feather. I know some of you always see me post feathers on my social media as well, but it's because of that. Every single day, I would pick up a feather. Doesn't matter where I am. Even the morning of my 50th birthday in Barcelona, I stepped out of the hotel and there was this feather right in front of the hotel. So I've got all these checkpoints where I think God just wants to say to me that I am there. I have got your back. I am guarding you. I am keeping you safe. And eventually, I also got a little feather tattoo on my heart because I've had quite a few challenging moments in my life with my health in the last few 8 years, as people also know, and since I got COVID. But ever since then, I've always picked up a feather. And for me, it's such a blessing to know that even if I go to Cape Town and I walk on the beach, there's this whole beach full of feathers. Even if I even went to the US, visiting my brother now in the last 2 weeks. Even there, I pick up my feather. If I go visit my mom, where she lives, I wake up next to my car. I promise you, there's this massive feather planted next to my car. And I mean, nobody like knew me there. So um, it has become such a ministry as well. People asking me for like, what is that tattoo on my chest, on my heart. So I can just share with people that you are never alone and that God is there. He is there to protect you. And He does send His angels to keep you safe and guard you. So, yes, that is the feather ministry that I always talk about. But for those who asked, that is the story behind my little feathers.